Hello, Carthropologists. Welcome to the second edition of Plan B by Carthropology, where we explore the world of speculative automotive design and ideas. Today, the question we have to put before ourselves is about the Studebaker Avanti. The Studebaker Avanti was introduced in 1963, and it went on to be produced for almost 40 years after. So it had a very long run, and it was supported by a very strong fan base that loved the design and the ideas behind the car. It was almost a cult-like following. The question is, if it had not been discontinued, what might it look like today? So that's our assignment. What we want to do is render a drawing of the car that we think might be very relevant and that incorporates some of the favorite details that the car had, some of the features, try to keep them in the design, and then ask the computer to render a real-life looking photograph of what we've drawn. So that's our assignment today. So let's get started. So we'll just block in some of the basic proportions of the car, putting in the blade-like fenders that are signature Lowey, as well as the very geometric bumper, and then the round headlights, which were signature for the car too. We'll keep all that stuff. We're going to add in LED, vertical LED headlamps as well. And then we want to work the back with the massive bubble window and just sort of block in the overall features of the original car, but as they would appear in a more contemporary design. So we get a little bit of that, the shape of the wheels. And then there's the off-center cowling that was on the hood going directly to the driver's side. And just build in a little more detail here. These are the vertical headlights. The interior would be very luxurious because the car concept was a GT style car, sort of a grand touring automobile that would seat at least 4 adults in comfort and travel at high speeds. This rear window and the back of the car are kind of hard to work out. I'm going to redo it. I want to get that Coke bottle shape too, where the center is kind of pinched in. That was a signature of the Avanti. And we pushed the rear wheel clearly behind the rear seats for more room. And we have the massive window back there. So the roof line would be very generously proportioned, so 4 adults could sit in comfort. And we'll just rework these headlights in more detail here. So these are the vertical LEDs, which are incorporated onto the fenders now, a more modern touch. And if the car is not electric, it definitely would have this grille, which was below the front bumper originally in the original car, and it still would look good here. And we'll work in a little bit more detail on the interior, indicating very luxurious, maybe a cream leather interior. I'll give it some highlights to the exterior, just to indicate reflectivity and to work put a little work into these massive wheels that would help the car cruise down the highway at high speeds in great comfort for the occupants. So we'll do that, and then a little highlighting here on the hood, just to give it more of a three-dimensional feeling and set it up so that the computer can better understand what we're sketching here. And then I'm just going to put it on a road surface, give it an environment as if it's speeding down the road, putting it in context where we now can send it to the computer and find out how the computer interprets our sketch and how it will re-render the sketch in a photographic form, which will be very exciting to see. So let's see what we get. Well, there it is. Seafoam green exterior, cream leather interior. A lot of the design cues originated by Raymond Lowey 63 years ago. And here we are, 2026. The Avanti rides again, the car that will never die. That's our speculative investigation for episode 2 of Plan B. Thanks for watching.